Hello and hello. I almost just said good morning, but you may be watching this at midnight. But we are Beehive Quilt Shop here in Wellington, Kansas, and we have some very sad news. I was originally going to wear all black and have a black veil and like maybe a black witch's hat and like cry. But anyway, we have some sad news because Moda is discontinuing some of our very favorite grunge fabrics. From some of their specialty collections, and so we've been able to reorder these basically like almost since we were a store for like 7 years, and now they're gone forever. And so this is just a public service announcement that these grunge colors are going to be gone forever. And well, maybe forever, who knows, maybe they'll have a thing maybe for 10 years, I don't know, but anyway, they're gone. So if you can buy them from wherever quilt shop that is your local quilt shop, you buy them from us until they're gone. But there's very limited amounts that we're able to reorder until they're gone forever. Anyway, I also have this as a grunge color card to help me along. But the big thing is they're discontinuing all of the Moda grunge metallics are just gone. And so those metallics were available in the Hits the Spot, in the Stars, which is called Scene Stars, and then also in their traditional grunge, but they're grunge metallic. So all three of these versions of metallics are going away forever. And we used to, like Katie and I were talking about it this morning, but we used to rely on these so much for Christmas quilts. And at the time that this video is being filmed, it's June, which is right when quilt shops start getting brand new lines of Christmas fabric, if you didn't know this. And so if you do have any plans to make Christmas or Halloween projects where you're going to need these specialty glitzy fabrics, because a lot of the manufacturers haven't been making as many of these, and I love them. We used to also rely a lot on Robert Kaufman to give us great metallic Christmas lines, and we're hoping with their new ownership maybe that they'll consider doing that again. But Moda is also discontinuing all these metallics, and so we just want to let you know so that you're prepared, so that you can buy ahead of time, because it's just like, I think of, there's a movie that talks about like a tube of lipstick that's discontinued forever. Oh, is it It Takes Two, or is it the it's one of the twin movies? But anyway, the point of the story is you just have to know that these are getting discontinued because we barely figured it out ourselves. So I'm just going to show you what we have currently left in stock, and we have some categories on our website that you'll be able to find. So you'll be able to type in, I think, grunge metallic will be a category. Hits the Spot, which is this known as this big polka dot, has its own category, and we might make one for Scene Stars as well. I don't. We'll get to that as well. But anyway, so I'm just going to give you a little tour. Last year for Christmas, we had the best time, like I said, making grunge metallic fat quarter bundles. We might even have a few of those left, but they were green metallic Christmas. It was just beautiful. We sold so many of them. They were just so inspiring. They're great for like Villa Rosa Christmas projects. But anyway, this is Zesty Apple. Hits the Spot. It's a metallic. This color of green is Fern. It's kind of more of that green apple green, but it's called Fern. This one is called Christmas Green, and this one is Pine. So I'm sure on the camera they probably don't look nearly as different, but as I'm describing them to you, this is a little bit more of a fresher green. It has a touch more blue, where this is more of an emerald with a touch of like emeraldy turquoise on top, basically. But this is, just know that Pine is the fresher green with a little bit more of a blue hue to it, versus this is more of an emerald green. So those are all Hits the Spot metallics, discontinued forever. So wherever you can get them now, because we can't reorder them anymore. This is Hits the Spot Burgundy and Hits the Spot Pumpkin. Again, seasonal quilts are one of our favorites. I love making pumpkins. I don't know if you've seen our toilet paper pumpkin tutorial. Jan did that for us a long time ago. You get a toilet paper and then you wrap a fat quarter around it. It makes a great pumpkin. Stick a little twig in there. Cheap Christmas or Thanksgiving, Halloween. Put it as your Christmas, your Thanksgiving dinner party. Little thing. Just decorate your table with toilet paper. No one will know. But anyway, this is Hits the Spot Pumpkin Metallic. This one was Burgundy. And then here we have some of the Scene Stars. Now, Scene Stars, I've loved these for collaging, especially. They're just so beautiful if you cut out these give it a little halo of the color around it, and then it really has this beautiful glisten, because one of the reasons why I love metallic fabric is that you already have this great shape and design on something without having to use metallic thread. So it's wonderful. But this is, I'm sure this is called black dress. So we've got black dress, 2 different partial bolts of black dress. So you never know. These probably have 4 or 5 yards on them left.
It might be what's on the bottom too.
Oh, it might be a whole one. Like I said, this is some of our favorite stuff. And this also, one of the reasons why we also love grunge hits the spot, seeing stars, is that they're also really good on t-shirt quilts for sashing, because a lot of times when people make a t-shirt quilt, you don't want it to be really polarizing, and unless it's like a collegiate material that you're able to find that fabric, it is really nice if you find something that's neutral, and tone on tone can be too plain, but adding a little bit of sparkle. I mean, I went to school, my high school we were the Panthers, black and gold, those were our colors. Like, black dress speaks to me, and I just hate that I can't get any more of it, but I'm so grateful. I've ordered so much of it before in the past, so hopefully this stash will last me a little bit longer. This one is, I think this is eggplant. Yes, this is eggplant. This one has been in so many great Crown Royal quilts. So if you've Crown Royal quilts are on your bucket list, again, grunge Seeing Stars metallic used to be just a great go-to for that. So buy up what you can, because I do know that that's just a whole, I think we can call it a subculture. This is grunge Kelly green. So this one is a much brighter green than those other ones. And then this is much sagier. And this is called, the color is too buried. I can't tell you the name of this color. Just know the look at the Seeing Stars category. And of course, another thing to know is that every bolt of grunge, and this goes for all the ones they're keeping, all the ones they've discontinued, but usually you can rely on the selvage to explain what the SKU is, what color it is, all that stuff. But grunge, what makes it really unique is that grunge is actually a dyed fabric that's been screen printed. So Moda is known for making Bella solids, and so the back of all of the grunge is beautiful. So sometimes when we have customers come into the store, they're trying to do an exact color match of something, we'll often, and they can't find it on the solid wall, we'll encourage them to look at the grunge wall, which is just right behind me, and turn over the back of grunge and really look at what the dyed fabric looks like. And sometimes you have really good luck with that. This metallic, it's not like it's embossed on the back, so even if you would never want to buy a grunge metallic and use it for the backside, but you might do it on a regular normal grunge. But because it is a solid fabric and then it's screen printed on top, they can't change all these selvages for what name it is and things like that, but you can still know, with the help of either a color card or an online blog, the color number of something, and match it up accordingly. So why I was trying to tell you that is because this color, which I couldn't see the name of on our bolt, this is color 46M. So whatever 46M is in Seeing Stars, that is this, the color of this exact bolt here. And then we also have, this is Cherry Stars of the Seeing Stars collection. And again, if you're just popping in to watch this video on YouTube, these are the discontinued bolts that Moda isn't having more printed, so I can't reorder more. And so if you want more, you're gonna have to buy them from your local quilt shop as soon as possible before they're sold out forever. And then this is the third bolt of grunge black dress Seeing Stars. Because again, great graduation gift, great man quilt, great Christmas quilt. We used it on Gentleman's Agreement. It's just fabulous. So all grunge metallics are being discontinued, and all the hits the spot pieces. So this is what a color card is. We've got all these great pieces of the actual grunge color card that's in here, but on the back side is where we have, at the time, this was actually printed in 2020, these were the colors that were available back then. So all of these grunge metallics are gone, all of these metallic hits the spots are gone, all of the normal hits the spots are also gone. The warehouse, I can't count that fast, but there used to be, I don't know if it was 20, 30, not quite 40 colors of spots. And they used to be really fun. And I just logged in last week and there were only 12 left that I could reorder. And of the 12, It looked like they were getting new shipments of like 3 different colors in, but the rest are just gone forever. Once they're deleted from the Moda website, like there's just no going back, unless you're lucky enough to get to go to the warehouse. Anyway, so this one, I'm pretty sure this is vanilla or could be white paper. Another thing, this is color 11, but this is Hits the Spot. Gone forever. Again, I should be wearing black and crying. I'm probably dehydrated. This is Sapphire Hits the Spot. As you can tell, this is a brand new bolt for us right now, but I love this color of blue. It's just one of my favorites. This one, Ocean. We have to have a moment of Ocean to appreciate it. You know, this is like a, what do they call the funerals that aren't funerals? Celebration of life ceremonies. Is that what it is? But like Ocean has been in this Bargello quilt that Dana has been making. And it's just beautiful. And it just added the right amount of texture, the right amount of happiness. It's so beachy. But Ocean Spitz, it's gonna be gone forever. And so this is Decadent. I always wondered why they named this Decadent, because when I think of Decadent, I think of a dessert. Maybe this is like a Decadent key lime pie. But again, I would be looking for Decadent key lime pie for the name. But this was color number 12, and it will be gone forever. This one, again, seasonal quilts. This makes some of the best pumpkins known to man. This is actually the color yellow, but it is actually, it's a very nice, lovely orange. I wouldn't even call it a yellow orange. I'd call it an orangey, like a golden orange. Like it's just beautiful. Makes great pumpkins. Gone for sunsets. You know, it could make a great witch's moon. It's just so beautiful. If you are a fan of, well, I don't know, OU people can be very particular, OSU. But Oklahoma State University is orange and black, and I'm not sure where this ranks on their level of orange, but it's just a nice orange. This one, as you can see, is a much redder orange. This is called Tangerine, and this is just, like, this is going to be hard. Like, if normally I would put this on our short bolt wall, but I can't because it's about to be discontinued forever. But there's like 3 yards left, and then it's gone forever. Oh, this was the pumpkin from earlier. Metallic. I apparently have a bolt and a half of this because, again, this is such a good orange for fall quilt projects. I obviously don't want to be out of it, neither should you. Which, if you are inclined, I mean, in all funniness, this is panic buying, because this is like, but this is being discontinued forever. It's like your favorite color of whatever. You do want to get it if you do. If you don't know what your project is going to be, even just a yard of something that you really like really can go a long ways. That's 4 fat quarters, 2 half-yard cuts. But a whole yard is really nice. If there's any of these that you think would be sashing, I'd really recommend a 3-yard cut, especially because some of those queen-size quilts, when you do sashing, you really can use 2.5 yards of material. And this isn't necessarily going to be something that you can just walk in, and no one else has this scale of polka dot. So, like, you're not just going to find a good thing to get, you know, you buy the next third of a yard. So 3 yards really is a good anchor, whether it's a border, so you can do length of border, or if it's to do sashing, that's a good, safe amount of fabric to buy, unless you're just going to use it for parts and pieces, and then a yard really is a good idea of how much to do. This is Salmon. Again, Salmon, it's very skinny. It's very sad. It's almost gone. And this is Flamingo. Flamingo. It's just a happy pink, but it's about to be gone forever. So again, all the Hits the Spot is gone. Here's another. Look how beautiful this is. It's just so beautiful. I don't know if you can see the whole stack or not, but it's just beautiful. But these are the Grunge Metallics, and this is Espresso, which was a slightly browner black. Black Dress is that one that's just that tried and true black with gold. This is Peacoat. Peacoat is one of my favorite colors of normal grunge fabric. It's a very purpley navy. It's beautiful. My friend Nancy loved it a lot. But this is Peacoat Metallic. Gonna be gone forever. This one again just makes me want to go to the beach. Peacock and Metallic. It's so beautiful. This one, Dark Jade. It's very rich. It is very much like a emeraldy turquoise, but it's just beautiful. It actually matches Katie's if you're not seeing my green, you're not trying shirt super well. This is Zesty Apple in Metallic. Again, such a good piece for Christmas, but it's really thin, so like I'm not even gonna be able to put this in any kits this year because there's just not enough to go around. But it will make a couple people happy, and we appreciate it and celebrate it for all the Christmas quilts that this is in so many beds across the world. This is Fern, which you saw earlier in one of the, I think Grunge the Scene Stars one maybe. But Fern is, again, this is more of like what I would call an apple green apple color. It's just very, very beautiful. Now this one, there's not a lot of times in life where you get gold on gold, but this is gold on gold and it's beautiful. And it is just terrific for Christmas quilts. This also has been mini chicken feet in my rooster collages. It's just, because, roosters should have dusted gold feet, right? I think that makes a lot of sense. This one is Formula One, which I think, anyway, it's just a really good red, but I think Formula One is that trendy type of racing, right? That's such a big thing. And for years, I've always wondered, why is Formula One this red color? And then I think I've realized maybe this is an ode to the racing. Oh. I don't know. So if you're going to make a race car quilt, maybe Formula One gold is the way to do it. This is Red Berry. This is, it's more red than burgundy. Burgundy's a little bit more purple. But this one is just, it's a gorgeous color. It would be so good for so many Christmas projects. And here's burgundy. So you can even see them right close together. So just barely different at all. But the burgundy, like I said, is a little bit more purple. And this other Red Berry is a little bit more, has a tiny bit more of a pink hue to it. But they're just beautiful. But again, they're gone forever. We're very sad about this. And we just wanted to let you know, as a public service announcement, to buy Grunge Hits the Spots while you can, if you're planning for your future projects, and enjoy celebrating the life of Grunge Metallic. It was 7 good years. We appreciate you.